Through the years, I've been blessed to have many supportive family members and teammates accompany me and cheer me with encouraging words. I hope to never take that for granted and to pay that forward to others that may need their own cheerleader in life. But let me tell you about a special friend who has accompanied me for over 40 years. She has been loyal, she has been kind and forgiving, and she has never judged me. I met her as a preteen. At first, I didn't even like her. You see, when we were introduced, I told her I never wanted to see her again. It was a short meeting, but it was enough of a taste for me to tell her that she had no place in my life. I much more enjoyed my current friends, and though I was happy that my older sister got something out of their relationship, I saw no future for the two of us. It would be about 2 more years before we would have another chance meeting. When I saw her again, she gave me an unexpected boost, and something magical happened. She had a way about her that just made me feel free. She would uplift me and create a feeling of accomplishment within me. I would soon discover that she was one of those acquaintances that I didn't even have to see every day or week, and the afterglow of confidence that she provided started to become woven throughout other parts of my life. The joy of being around her started to increase, and she became a bigger and bigger part of my life. In high school, she went from being just an after-school daily companion to a loyal friend. She began enhancing my relationships with the other activities in my busy life. You see, my friend running made me a better athlete and better competitor in the non-athletic parts of my intense schedule. She helped me get ready for post-high school life at West Point and later in the Army. She made me tough. She coexisted so nicely with that strong competitive spirit that my mom had passed along to me. She encouraged me to set new goals for myself, something I had always loved to do and honestly can't remember not doing. Perhaps unlike any other friend, she fed off that goal-setting activity. She didn't care if it was a small goal, a scary goal, or an old goal that just had to be met with better precision this time around. She was just proud that I showed up. We began to love pushing each other. After the academy and those years of basketball, tennis, and track, I stuck with her. She was an easy friend, ready at a moment's notice, no fuss, no accessories to pull together or plan. She went with me in the Army, on the base of Fort Benning, Georgia, where she built a love in me to this day of running in hot, humid weather. She followed me after my short military stint to a long corporate career. She has lived with me in 6 states and traveled with me to over 20 countries. In some countries, she only saw a treadmill and didn't see the outside streets. Many times, she never even saw the outside of the suitcase, but I knew I could always call on her. She was with me after the births of my 2 children. She helped me get back to feeling like an athlete. In these children's preteen years, I would introduce them to this friend, just like my sister had introduced me. And just like me, they would not discover her many positive qualities until later. Some of my highlight reel moments were those opportunities for my son and daughter to each run races with me as they became adults. There were years I turned my back on this friend. Like many other friends and activities in my life, she took a complete backseat to work. As a self-admitted workaholic, my career consumed my schedule for many years, and running on empty from travel, meetings, and lack of sleep, Her calls and offerings for stress relief and balance were left unanswered. Did I tell you this was a loyal friend? She was there when I needed to work through particularly complex work challenges. She was there as my family and I were being protected in divine ways and rescued from the depths of addiction. She was there when I got the news that my corporate career of almost 28 years was coming to an end. She was there when I established new spiritual and physical goals as I looked forward to my next season of life. She had the reserved VIP front row seat to my sadness and celebration, my confusion and clarity, my distractions and personal growth. She waited patiently for me during periods of injury, encouraging me that I would return even stronger and that she would be there if I was smart about rehabilitation. She waited patiently during periods of low motivation for her, graciously allowing other interests to take center stage. And when it was time for her to step back in, she would always remind me how perfect the harmony was that was created by her, nature, and music. Quite remarkable to me is that through this journey, I have never really claimed this friend. I identify as an athlete. Why don't I identify myself as a runner? She has been so loyal. Is it because I don't have any national records, have not yet run my third marathon, don't consider ultra running a personal goal? Yes, running has been loyal. She has been kind and forgiving. She has never judged me. This lifelong friend claims me. Maybe I am a runner. I do know one thing. She has heard me whisper this intentional thought so many times as I run through God's beautiful creation. Cherish and be so grateful for this movement. I am so glad I met you, my lifelong friend. Love, a runner.